with hard-ons. Two corpses with hard-ons. Two corpses with hard-ons. Two corpses with hard-ons. 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 Ons. Do you ever think about a threesome?
I don't think we're that kind of act.
No, obviously not. No, not with me. God, no.
That's quite a hurtful response.
No, well, obviously we're mates. I was thinking more about with your partner.
Again, hurtful. I mean, you know, I've not been going out with anyone for some time. Years, in fact. Never mind a threesome, I can barely make it solo.
We're not going to talk about wanking again, are we? It's a bit of a dead end, to be honest.
It's having fun with the only one that'll never let you down.
You sure you want to do this?
What? Talk about something I know rather than something I dimly remember. I chucked a girl once. She barely even noticed. We're finished, I said. Finished what? Well, we're not going out together anymore. I didn't know we were. If we'd had a threesome, I think I would have been watching through the window.
I sometimes wonder what I'm doing being your friend. Can we move on from wherever the hell you are and talk about healthy sexual exploration? You know, and wonder about the first steps and what do we do and how do we bring it up?
It's all about beginnings. I mean, there's a first time for everything. Like necrophilia or bestiality. That mammoth's a bit of all right, especially after it's been frozen in the tundra for a bit.
How do we go from threesomes to fucking a dead mammoth?
Solitude can do terrible things to a person.
Or maybe that's it then. It's about needing a change. I mean, you've been going out with someone for a while. I mean, you're on top, and then they're on top, and then you're on top. It gets a bit repetitive.
You do know there's more than two positions, right?
Well, yes, I do, obviously. But how do you introduce something new? You just flip her over one night and have at it.
Have at it? This is an act of intimacy, not a Errol Flynn, Basil Rathbone duel.
God, you're really old. I mean, how do you bring it up? That's what I'm asking. I mean, do you just talk it through over a bottle of wine? I've been thinking of shagging like a dog. At the glass? Or just you let it happen? I mean, that's the easy stuff. And how do you get to the stage where you dress as a carrot on top of a donkey that's wearing a French maid's outfit?
That's a journey, right enough. Can't see that coming up in a candlelit conversation. I suppose if you love someone enough, you'll do anything for them. I mean, look at the Wests.
True. So, I've imagined this scenario. Long-term relationship. Looking to spice up their lives a bit. I mean, they've been going out forever. Childhood sweethearts, first and last for years. And he's looking around, there's lots to choose from. All possibilities are just a click away. Latex masks that starve you of all oxygen. Dressed as dogs, building your own kennel. Hanging yourself. Dentist chair.
You've done a lot of research.
I think it's important to build up a real picture. Anyway, he's done a lot of watching, and he thinks, threesomes, that'll do me. So they're having dinner. Takeout, obviously. My treat. Salmon, if you would, you know. Yeah.
This is lovely. What's the occasion?
I thought we could maybe spice things up a little bit, you know.
What? Like curry, not Chinese? I don't know. I get terrible wind. I farted for hours last time. You had to go to the spare room,
Yeah.
remember?
No, I'm not thinking about curry. I'm talking about sex. I thought we could spice things up in the bedroom, you know. Try something different.
What? More than weekends and bank holidays?
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking different experiences. You know, we like for example, we could try a threesome.
What a great idea!
Really?
Yes, we could get John from work. I've always fancied him. I'm sure he'd be up for it. We could invite him this Saturday. I'll give him a call. Oh, aren't you the most wonderful man? So thoughtful. Oh, I'll have to do a bit of shopping first. Marks have got some lovely new lingerie sets in. I'll have to take the day off. Could you run a hoover around the house first, yeah? I'll call him now. Mwah, you beautiful man.
Well, that was unexpected. Of course, there's no way he'd go for that. 2 women and him, that was the plan. That was the dream. Another man will be the nightmare. The cock competition? What if he's bigger, better? Not if you're strangers, though. If you're all strangers, it's fun. Then in competition, whoever comes first puts the kettle on.
Love can seriously fuck sex up.
So he goes another year or 2, and the routine continues. But the seed's been planted, and now they're both dissatisfied. But neither dare talk about it. And so they drift apart like sand in a desert. Different patterns. Different lives. Sex can seriously fuck love up.
Deep. Some people, though, do manage successfully to combine the two. My gran and granddad...
We're not talking about old people sex, are we?
Well, I wasn't going to get graphic. I mean, this is my gran and granddad I'm talking about here.
How old?
Well, they're dead now, so... But they were very old before they died, obviously. What I was going to say was that they were very loving with each other, hugging and kissing each other daily, which to seriously gross me out. I was a teenager then.
There was a study asking teenagers, what age do people stop having sex? The average age they said was 30. Just so you know, I'm 50 at 48. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Probably better than you.
Certainly better than me. I mean, my real age is 59, so it's been 29 years now.
The problem is, pensioners, of course, do have a sex drive, but unless you're a billionaire, nobody wants to fuck you anymore.
You used to be okay if you were a millionaire. Depressingly inflationary times. I shall have to work harder. I mean, the other problem with the sex for the very old, outside of the everything drooping, dropping off, seizing up or falling out, is the energy involved. I mean, sex is proper hard work. They don't tell you that at school. I mean, if they did, more kids would do gym.
I remember sex education at school. Terrible drawings. This is a vagina. This is a penis. This goes in there. Any questions? Read chapter 4. Don't do any of this before you get married or you get a terrible disease and burn in hell. Well, you couldn't go to your parents, could you?
I asked my boys if they'd had the sex talk. Ages ago, they said. Mum told us. Okay, that's good. They've got the female perspective. Ruined for life now.
I think pornography is one of the most inclusive of all the arts. I mean, there's a site for everything. I mean, tennis players bending down, foot fetishes, and high heels, hairyknees.com, smoking in gas masks, women eating bananas.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Everything can be sexualised. I never look at a gingerbread man in the same way again. I can hardly walk past a bakery without flinching. Pornography, that's where they go now. But it's equally rubbish because people don't look like that and cocks are not all that big.
Well, that's for damn sure.
Women don't orgasm with the drop of a pair of trousers.
Don't they? Well, no, obviously they don't. Well, not all women.
And the guy's saying, fuck me, bitch. You try doing that in real life, you get a smack in the face. And then there's all these different positions, upside down, one leg behind your head, rope ladders, trapezes, bouncy castles.
There's that energy again, and they're so flexible. I mean, I seize up if I just watch it for 20 minutes.
So we're back to where we started. How do we know what to do? Whether to do it and who to do it with?
These are indeed the biggest questions of life. Empires have risen and fallen, gods created and destroyed, lands, oceans and space explored, but still sex remains our species' singular obsession.
We could just be talking from a male perspective here, of course.
We are talking from a male perspective, you numpty.
I mean, it's not the same for women, is it? I mean, they see things differently, apparently. I remember when I was younger being quite shocked by that. One woman, we were doing it, quite successfully, I thought. And all of a sudden she says,
"Hit me!"
And I'm thinking, I don't think I should. So I just carried on, pretended I didn't hear her, just a little bit faster, obviously, to get it done. But she's not giving up.
"Hit me!"
She says really loudly, so I have to reply. Oh, I'd rather not.
"Hit me, you bastard!"
Well, there's no need for language like that, is there, I say? And I'd stopped, got up, got dressed and just walked out. Which is a bit awkward, actually, because it was my place. I had to go back in again and ask her to leave.
I tried it once, the domination thing. Yeah, I thought it'd be a bit of fun, role-playing, ropes and costumes. Got a bit out of hand, actually.
Oh, God, how?
Well, she head-butted me. Broke my nose. I've still got the bump to this day. I'll be trying that again. Reality and fantasy. Two strangers in different rooms.
I guess the easiest thing to do if you want to do something different is go to a prostitute. Well, I'll do anything if the price is right.
Except kissing, of course, which I've always thought of as rather odd. Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman saying, "No kissing." I mean, she's prepared to put her mouth in places I would rather not imagine Julia putting it. But not placing her lips on Richard Gere's because that would be too intimate.
That's a movie prostitute. You're not going to find Julia Roberts at King's Cross. She won't have that dazzling smile and those large white teeth.
Those two strangers again.
She's doing it because you paid her. She's moaning because you'll come quicker. There's a queue outside, and suddenly you're part of the problem. The woman doing what you want is not the woman you want. You are not what she wants. But you're both bouncing together like ornaments in an earthquake towards the edge.
I suppose prostitution's probably not the answer then.
Maybe we're looking at this from the wrong way round, yeah? Maybe we should start with attraction. So why are people attracted to each other? And what's all that about?
When I was younger, I had this theory that we were all sexually attracted to our friends. That's why they were our friends. Because at some level, we wanted to have sex with them.
Do you still think that?
How many ugly friends have you got?
Well, apart from you mean?
Denial can be very damaging psychologically. Yes, I still do think that we are attracted to them. And that whilst we're doing this, we're looking at ourselves and asking, am I attractive enough for them?
Okay.
This then leads to a need, an obsession to be considered attractive. Not on our terms, but on someone else's. We want to have the best bits of those we choose to surround ourselves with.
What, like my...
Let's not be too specific here. This then takes us to the butchers of Harley Street who chop bits off us or add bits. Bigger boobs.
Or smaller boobs.
Botoxed faces, plumped lips.
Noses.
Liposumo suction.
Bum jobs. Now, if you want to look like me, I do have a great ass. I did have.
I didn't say I wanted to look like you. I mean, I'd have to cut my legs off at the knees for a start.
Harsh.
I'm talking about the motivations that we may have to change the way we look.
I think we're back to sex again.
I think we're always back to sex again.
We all want someone to say,
"Oh, you look good." Or
You're never 55 or...
really like to have groundbreaking sex with you right here, right now, in the laundromat.
Never gonna happen. Why bother? Let's just be fat together.
What do you mean, be fat?
We're old, we're wrinkled, and we're not gonna give a fuck about how we look. Let's embrace our old faces, wobble our wrinkled, fatty pieces with pride. And remember, you young, smooth, shiny people out there, don't get too cocky, because it's all downhill from here. Good night.
What? Good night? Is that it?
Oh yes, I think we've covered sex.
2 courses with hard-ons, 2 courses with hard-ons.
What's that all about? Embrace your old face. You're the vainest person I know.
Of course, I didn't mean it. Do you think I should dye my hair? We need to build a younger audience base, yeah?
You just told them it was all downhill from here, so good luck with that.
Oh, fuck.
I won't worry too much. They probably didn't watch till the end.
Great gig. I'm gonna have sex tonight.
You do know you're a total